Hello everybody and welcome back to our Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion playthrough. I'm your host Valenfor, and without further ado, let's get started with our next Dark Brotherhood contract. One of my best all-time favourite quests. Here we go.
So, are you ready to mingle with the doomed house guests? The contract is waiting. Do you like parties? Because you've been invited to one. Of course, you'll be killing all the other guests. Are you ready to attend?
Yeah, tell me ready. Tell me ready? No, sorry. Yeah, I'm ready. Tell me more.
Splendid. You need to go to the city of Skingrad, to the large house known as Summit Mist Manor. There, you will meet up with 5 very unlucky guests. In order to receive your bonus, you must kill each guest secretly, one by one. If anyone sees you committing murder, the bonus is forfeit. The guests believe there is a chest of gold hidden in the house, and have agreed to be locked inside until one of them finds it. In fact, the guests believe the key to the manor is inside the chest, and only by satisfying their greed will they be allowed to leave. Poor fools. There is, of course, no chest of gold. The guests will find no key. After you arrive, the doors will be locked behind you, as everyone expects. When all the guests lie dead, you will be free to leave. Now go. See the doorman at Summit Mist Manor. He will explain the rest. Have fun.
Have fun.
Go now.
And this is just, I don't know how to describe it really. Obviously we're going to see it, but it's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put on these clothes. We earned this at the end of the last mission. This one fortifies personality and speechcraft. We're going to wear it just whilst we're chatting up the ladies and gents around the house. And then when we get to killing, I'll get my light armour back on for the sneak and blade bonus.
Dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold love.
But this is just a case of almost like whodunit, and it's just amazing, absolutely amazing. So without further ado, let's get out towards Skingrad, which I believe is down here. Yes, it is. And we might have an annoying wood elf to deal with before we get there as well. Possibly. I might get away with that not being bothered by the wood elf. Right, here we are.
So the last guest finally arrives. I'll tell you what I told all the others. You go in, I lock the door. You don't come out until it's over. Now I'll tell you what I didn't tell everyone else. We have the same mother, you and I. And she wants you to have this. It's the key to the house. I guess someone else has already told you the other details. Kill all the guests, then leave, right? Well, you better get in there. Time to mingle.
Time to mingle indeed.
Go,
Thanks, Fafnir.
go, socialize.
Brilliant.
The 6th guest has finally arrived. Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting? It seems like an age. Whoever invited us here must at least know us, don't you think? In any event, we're all stuck here together, so we might as well get acquainted. The rest of us have already traded introductions. I'm Matilda Petite. The others are Nels the Naughty, Neville, Devisi Dran, and Primo Antonius. Now, who might you be? Please, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm an assassin hired to kill you. My baby is sick and we are so poor.
Oh, you poor dear. Well, this does make things difficult for me. I want to find the gold as much as anyone, but you need it so much more than I do.
And this is the way that you win over the guests inside the house, is buttering them up. So,
I'm listening.
let's get to it. She doesn't like that, she kind of likes that, does like that, and likes jokes. So, let's start by doing that.
That's great.
That, and that.
You're too kind.
Took me a little bit too long to work that out. So, let's try this
That's
again.
pretty. Talk tough to me. I love tough guys.
Do you now? Get the lowest ones out the way first, and then do that. There we go. This is working for us now. Rotate, and I can go boom, 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 boom.
I like that a lot.
That's her favourite. That's yeah. Okay, let's
So
get
you
rid of the.
say. Blow away, windbag. That's really
That didn't help me
funny.
at all there. There we
Yeah,
go. That's
right.
better. So, yeah, that's right.
You're too kind. I like that. Yeah, right.
And we'll do
I'll
that.
take
We're going to get
that.
our money back anyway, so.
See, you're good.
And now we get a little bit of information about all of the different characters, or rather, guests.
Personally, I think she's a little floozy. She's been eyeing young Primo Antonius, probably smells his wealth.
Okay, so this one is the other female, and she's kind of looking at this guy. So let's find out about
It's
him.
obvious that young Primo comes from wealth. A chest full of gold would be mere spending change for him.
Aha, so he's not really in it for the money. At least that's what she's letting on.
That's right, it's a Breton name. I'll have you know the Petites are one of High Rock's oldest and most respected noble families.
Are they now? How about Nels the Naughty?
Oh, that man disgusts me. I find his entire manner offensive. Why, just before you got here, he told me the most off-colour joke about an Argonian maid. Well, if I can be perfectly honest with you, I find Neville quite attractive. Red Guards are so exotic, don't you think?
Okay,
I have a
Here
good
we all
idea
are.
where that chest might
Certainly
be.
is a nice house.
That gold is as good as mine.
yeah, of course it is, love. Now the idea is that let's get a little bit of information about them. We don't have to. I could just go and start killing, but I think we play the plot to begin with, and then we'll start the killing. And ideally, the funniest way I like completing this is having her alive at the end. She is going to be our last target. It might not work out that way. We may have to kill her, but that's the way I want it to go, at least. So let's get started here. Let's go with Nels the Naughty.
Well, hello there. Nels is my name. Some call me naughty, but don't you believe it.
Right, okay.
All right.
It does mean doing this all again, but so he likes that, but doesn't like
That's
that, and
just
doesn't
stu-
like
I
that.
wish I
Okay.
could- Not. No more. You're frightening me. That's just. I accept. I have no choice.
Of course. So
That's whatever you
that,
want.
like
I,
that.
well done. I wish I could say that. That's just not funny. I don't talk such rot.
Okay, I won't.
You think that? For
There
me,
we go. Okay, so same questions again through the different characters. Here we go.
Let me confide something in you, my friend. Dovisi is the spitting image of my own daughter. Her skin is darker, of course, but that sweet face. My daughter was killed, you see, a few years back by bandits. I'm sorry. Please forgive a father's heavy heart.
Okay, so he kind of likes Davisi Dran.
You should have seen the old biddy trying to talk to young Primo Antonius. She may be a noble, but he looked down on her like a scullery maid.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Ah, don't let the name fool you. I had a bit too much mead a few years back, and there was this tavern wench. Anyway, just call me Nels. I will confide something in you, my friend. I despise Neville and all his Imperial Legion ilk. They are useless, uncaring tools of corruption. 3 years ago, my village in Skyrim was attacked by bandits. We went to the nearby Imperial Legion outpost, but they refused to help us. My dear, sweet daughter Olga was killed that day. She was murdered, and the Legion would do nothing to help her. Neville and his kind are scum.
Okay, and Primo?
Is young and rich. I can sense a good, decent person in there somewhere. He just has to get his priorities straight.
Fair enough. Okay, so we kind of gather that he likes Divisi. He's not overly bothered by Matilda, kind of finds her, a bit stupid. Neville, he hates because of the fact that he's part of the Imperial Legion. So he's going to be quite bulky, have armour on him, probably. And then finally, Primo Antonius didn't kind of get the feeling that he was overly bothered by the guy. But, at least we know he likes the Dark Elf, the female.
Ah, yes, the sixth guest.
We'll move on to Neville next.
Nice to make your acquaintance.
Okay, so let's get him liking us. Do you know what? I'm just going to go for the bribes. Because we're going to get this money back.
Was that hard? Divisi is a dark elf. They call themselves Dunmer. When I was young, I spent some time stationed on Fort Moonmoth, on their homeland of Morrowind. I have great respect for the Dunmer people. They are strong and noble and generally understand the importance of law and discipline. Unfortunately, Divisi doesn't seem to like me very much, but I don't blame her. The young ones tend to have problems with authority figures.
Okay.
If I may be honest, I feel a bit sorry for the old woman. She comes from a noble family, I'm sure, but seems a lot less well off than she should be.
Yeah, never judge a good book by its cover, Neville.
I think that barbarian will do anything to get his hands on the chest of gold. His kind are greedy and vicious. All of them. Trust me, I know. I was stationed at Fort Frostmoth for a few years on the Isle of Solstein. Those Nords are a bunch of animal-worshipping savages. They're all the same, full of meat and something to prove. We lost a lot of good men up there. A lot of good men.
So, we already know Nels doesn't like Neville. Neville definitely does not like Nels. One might say we could end up having them fight each other. Save me the job of doing the killing.
Though I've never actually been to Hammerfell. I was born here in Cyrodil. My family has been in the Legion for 3 generations.
And then finally, Primo.
I'll confess that I have no idea why Primo is here. The kid's got more wealth than the rest of us combined. He sure doesn't need a chest of gold. Maybe he's incredibly greedy, but I don't think so. My guess is that Primo is so bored he simply has nothing better to do.
Okay. And we're all gathering that other than this woman here, most of them don't really like this guy. Let's go for the Night Elf.
Hello, I'm Dovesi.
Dark Elf, sorry.
I'm very pleased to meet you. Now that you're here, we can really start looking for that chest of gold. What I mean to say is, before you arrived, we all just sort of glanced around a bit. Now that we're all officially here, we can look in earnest.
Yeah. Let's do the same again.
Listening. Every little bit helps.
Yeah, every little helps. Right, let's hear what she has to say about herself.
Not much to tell about me, really. I'm from Morrowind originally, but my family moved to Valenwood a few years ago.
Fair enough. How about Matilda Petite?
Honestly, I don't think she likes me. It's because I'm a Dunmer. I heard her say something to Neville, and it wasn't very nice.
Ooh, handbags at 20 paces.
Every now and then he looks over at me and smiles. I think he's sweet on me. If Nels finds the gold, maybe he'll want some company.
Yeah, it's because he thinks you're his daughter.
I know he's a retired soldier. But not just a soldier. He was an officer in the Imperial Legion. I hate the Legion and everything it stands for. When those soldiers came to Morrowind, they persecuted my people and stole our lands. Neville may not be in the Legion anymore, but who knows what atrocities he committed.
And you'll probably recall from my Morrowind playthrough, when we did a number of the Legion quests, they were all aimed at actually taking land. So, yeah, she's got a point there. Anyway, Primo Antonius.
It's pretty obvious that Primo comes from a wealthy family. He would never be interested in a girl like me, I'm afraid.
Now this is where we can start playing with them a bit. I could say, yeah, you're right, he's too good for you. Say nothing, or not true, he told me he likes you.
He did? Oh my goodness, what should I do? Should I talk to him? Or maybe play hard to get? Or should I, or would that be too forward?
Depends what you're talking about. So this is how we start splitting people off. I can say, go to his room, wait for him there. Just do what you're doing for now, or say nothing. So I'm going to say, go to his room, wait for him there.
Oh, you think so? I mean, it is rather forward, but I like it. All right, then. I'll wait for him in his room upstairs. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Dirty girl. We all know where she's going.
Yes,
anyway,
maybe we'll speak again later.
last guy to speak with.
So, you finally showed up. It's about time. People of my station are not accustomed to waiting.
Okay. Douche
All right.
nugget.
For me, thanks. Can I be honest with you, my friend? I find Dovisi captivating. She possesses a beauty beyond compare. Maybe you could do me a favor. If you speak with her, put in a good word for me, would you? I would be forever in your debt.
Ah, so he likes Davisi as well.
Apparently, the poor old woman thinks she's from a well-to-do family. Truth is, I have servants with more nobility in their blood than her.
Wow, this guy's a bit dick.
Nels isn't drunk. He doesn't even try to hide that fact. But what else is he? When the liquor is dried, what remains of the man? I think Nels drinks to forget. Maybe about some tragedy in his life. He plays the buffoon, but I sense a deep sadness in him.
Okay. Neville?
I know he's a retired Imperial Legion officer. Apparently, he's been in campaigns all across the Empire, from Skyrim to Morrowind. I also get the sense that he's very eager to find the gold. I can't imagine his life of servitude to the Empire left him with much to retire on.
And finally,
Let's
find out about him.
From a rather regal family. Indeed, my father owns more property than the East Empire Company.
Fair enough.
It's a regal...
Oh, there we go. Okay.
So here we all are. Certainly is a nice house.
Now we just need to get them all alone so that we can start systematically taking them out. She's gone upstairs. Let's follow her up. And before we get too involved, I need to change over my armour. There we go. Now, which door did she go through? This one. Let's get in stealth. She knows I'm here at the moment, but she doesn't anymore. Let's quick save. Let's take our gold back. Put away our weapon. And then just act like nothing happened. Our next job, I think, is for someone to actually go and find the body. Or maybe I can just talk to someone.
I'm beginning to get a bad feeling about all of this. I'd leave right now if I could. Well, the money means nothing to me. I just thought it would be fun.
And of course, they now know that she's dead, even though none of them have been up there to see the body. So let's start talking a bit here.
Who among us is vile enough to take the life of such a beautiful, precious creature? If I find out who did this, they will pay with their life!
And Matilda?
Now that someone's been killed, Matilda may be a little frightened for her own safety, but she's still more concerned with finding the hidden gold. Matilda claims to be from one of the High Rock's most distinguished noble families, but I have a feeling their fortune has long been squandered.
And Nels?
Before the body turned up, I got the sense that Nels was a bit of a drunkard, but he seems truly unnerved now and is drinking rather excessively.
Yeah, it's because his daughter lookalike was just killed, Neville.
Neville seems different now that someone's
Primo,
been
sorry.
killed. More alert, more aware. Something tells me he's not going to take all of this lying down.
Yeah.
He's a trained soldier after all. I bet if anyone can figure out what's going on here, it will be him.
And it's Neville that really we should be taking out next.
People are dropping dead and I'm trapped here looking for gold I don't even need.
But although this has been, a rather slower episode than usual, lots of talking, lots of dialogue, we are going to get this done in the next episode, guys. There is going to still be an element of talking in the next episode, of course, as well, because I enjoy this quest so much. But in any case, I really hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, please do all those lovely social media things. Please like, comment, share, subscribe if you are new to the channel. And I will see you next time for more of our Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion playthrough. But until then, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.